What's up, beautiful people? It is I, your incredible Bostonian Supercliff, here today to spread the gospel. That being, of course, AlEwing's Immortal Hulk. AlEwing, you beautiful bastard. We love you, dude. Now, for those of you who don't know, this series takes place after Marvel's beloved event, Civil War II. Just kidding, no one liked it. And it was during this event, at Bruce Banner's request, where Hawkeye shot Bruce with a gamma-irradiated vibranium arrow through the brain, boom, headshot. And ever since then, Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, has been declared dead. Or is he? Let's begin, where our epic tale opens up at a Roxxon gas station. Roxxon being one of the most corrupt organizations within Marvel Comics. I mean, their current CEO is a dude named Dario Agger, who legit can turn himself into a freaking murdering minotaur. The more you know. And the person who we are following is a guy named Tommy. And Tommy appears to be nervous, as it's soon revealed that Tommy's in possession of a gun, which implies A, Tommy's about to rob this gas station, and B, Tommy's probably a noob robber. And that's abundantly clear, for Tommy, out of panic, immediately shoots a young girl due to her dropping a glass. And I remember back when I first read this, I was like, oh no! Because it doesn't just stop there. For Tommy proceeds to shoot everyone within the store, including a bystander who just so happens to be none other than Bruce Banner. Now, don't worry, this whole bullet in the head situation will eventually make sense later on. Just be aware that Ewing is playing with the notion that you, the reader, are familiar that whenever Bruce Banner initially begins to transform into the Incredible Hulk, whether it's a bullet to the head or falling out of a plane in the middle of Harlem, like we saw in Marvel's 2008 Incredible Hulk movie, whenever inflicted damage is targeting Bruce, which would usually perhaps end in his death, it's instead negated due to the Hulk's presence. And that's exactly what's happening right here, right now, within this morgue. Later we pick back up with Tommy, and it's here where we learn Tommy's reasoning for robbing the gas station, and that it's not so cookie cutter as it may have perhaps seemed. Tommy's desperate, for he owes a local biker gang a butt ton of money in order to help his family financially. And now, due to Tommy's panic earlier, having killed a total of 3 people, the bikers demand that Tommy should pay interest in addition to the amount that he owes. So yeah, Ewing highlights to us that though we don't condone Tommy's actions, we clearly understand where the dude's coming from. Deep down, Tommy's a good dude who's just made some bad mistakes. And that's when the Hulk shows up. And here is where Ewing switches to Universal Monster mode, because what transpires here is essentially a massacre. Loud screaming, bones cracking, bullets flying in all directions, it's horrific. And while the chaos ensues, Tommy attempts to run away, but is unfortunately blocked in doing so, and is now standing face to face with the Incredible Hulk. Fearing for his life, Tommy begs the Hulk for mercy, but Hulk, he don't give a damn, as he grabs Tommy and ideally breaks every single bone within his body, as we're soon shown the aftermath of Tommy's condition the following morning at the hospital. And it's here where we're going to focus on a reporter named Jackie McGee, who's also at the hospital trying to uncover the truth in regards to what was the cause towards the destruction against Tommy and the biker gang. Jackie's friend, Detective Mays, informs her in confidence that this was the Incredible Hulk's doing, and immediately Jackie's intrigued, for the entire world believes that Bruce Banner has been killed by Hawkeye. Now, what happens next is really fascinating and somewhat old school, as we're shown several instances where the Hulk assisted various towns/people during his travels, and this gets the public talking, creating a trail for Jackie McGee to track down. And throughout, she interviews all sorts of people who've witnessed the Hulk smash. It's quite similar actually to how superstitious people talk about urban legends, like those old people like back in my day, all those kids disappeared, never came back, but they don't tell you why, like they're afraid. Yeah, you get it. And as Jackie continues to search the Hulk's whereabouts, she is soon met with Dr. Walter Langowski, aka Sasquatch. Now, Sasquatch was a member of the Canadian super team called Alpha Flight, who were introduced back in Uncanny X-Men issue 120. And essentially, Sasquatch is the Canadian Hulk stand-in for that team. And similar to Hulk, Sasquatch was juiced up with gamma rays. The only difference being is whenever Walter transforms, he's able to retain regular consciousness and control. But here's the twist. He originally believed his powers would result of exposure to gamma radiation. The experiment Walter used, in truth, opened a mystical rift and linked him with the great beast Tanarok. Basically, Walter's Sasquatch form was actually Tanarok's body. So the longer he stays as Sasquatch, the easier it is for Tanarok to take over. Now, Walter has since managed to destroy Tanarok. However, as of late, Walter was asked to leave Alpha Flight by Captain Marvel due to behaving much more aggressively during their missions. And as a result, Walter has reverted to his human form and has decided to seek help from Bruce Banner. and with being aware that Jackie is hot on Bruce's trail, decides that it's best to team up with her. Now, eventually Walter and Jackie enter a bar in order to retrieve any sort of info on Hulk's whereabouts. Suddenly, a fight breaks out, and Walter is stabbed in the process. Jackie rushes Walter to the nearest hospital, and while the surgeons deal with a mortally wounded Walter, Jackie is confronted by Bruce Banner. Bruce warns McGee that the hospital needs to evacuate, because Bruce believes that Tanarok is the one behind Walter's recent issues, which means if Sasquatch is not immediately detained, then everyone within the hospital will be dead. Once the hospital begins evacuating, Bruce Banner confronts Sasquatch, who appears to have already killed a number of medical staff. Bruce quickly begins to attempt in trying to calm down the situation. Unfortunately, Bruce's attempt to relax Walter proves ineffective as Sasquatch slashes Bruce's throat, which in turn leads Bruce hulking out against Sasquatch. And oh my Lanta, does this commence to an epic destructive showdown. Eventually, it's revealed to the Incredible Hulk that it's not actually Tanarok who's in possession of Walter. It's instead Bruce Banner's abusive father, Brian Banner. What? My original thoughts exactly. Now this immediately causes Hulk, more specifically the Bruce Banner side, to falter, which gives Sasquatch ample time to recover and continue with beating the shit out of the Hulk. Luckily, the Savage Hulk persona takes over, declaring that even though Banner is scared of his father, the Savage Hulk persona is absolutely not. And that's when Hulk gives Sasquatch the beatdown, only to then absorb the gamma radiation from within Sasquatch. Now, in case y'all don't know, Hulk does in fact possess the ability to absorb radiation from other beings. I'm pretty sure this was first introduced in 2018's Avengers No Surrender, but regardless, this is an ability in which the Incredible Hulk possesses. But yeah, Hulk successfully depowers Sasquatch, alas, saving the day. But before Hulk leaves, he demands to know as to why McGee was so hell-bent on tracking him down. McGee reveals that back when she was a lot younger, she witnessed the Hulk destroying her neighborhood during one of his random rampages, no doubt. And surprisingly, she's not actually here for revenge. In truth, she's here to learn how to become the Hulk. But the Hulk basically shuts her down, telling her to just go home. And once the dust settles, Hulk walks by a car and sees his reflection, though rather it being his father, Brian Banner, whose essence has now been transferred within the Incredible Hulk. Dum, dum, dum. Oh my god, AlEwing knows how to tell a great story, as well as using continuity to enforce a story. Well done, and I cannot wait to talk about Volume 2. Immortal Hulk Volume 1 gets an easy 10. So peeps, that will conclude this video. Tell me who else is excited for AlEwing's Immortal Hulk greatness. Have any of you been currently reading the series? Leave your comments down in the comment section below. It's always nice to chat about Hulk stuff because Hulk smash. Till then, hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And as always, peace.